Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Monday, May 5th, 2025. There was 2 earthquakes off the coast of Taiwan just a little while ago as I'm making this video. And as you know, USGS downgrades these earthquakes. They're in Taiwan. They're saying one of them was a 5.5, but USGS is saying it's a 5.3. There was also a 5.9, but USGS is saying it's a 5.7. The first earthquake, the magnitude 5.9, was a depth of 6.6 kilometers, or about 4.4 miles. The next largest, which USGS is saying is 5.3, here it's a 5.5 on the Taiwan Geological webpage, 6.1 kilometers in depth, which is about 3.7 miles. Yeah, there's been a lot of earthquakes. Let me make this smaller. A lot of aftershocks. Here we got a 4.3. There's that 5.9. I believe these are foreshocks. A 4.5, a 4.4, 4.1, 4.3, 4.9. And it goes on here. We got a 5.5. Yeah, we got 8 earthquakes listed. I'll give you a link so you can look it up. Yeah, the 5.5 was first. And then like I keep telling you, any earthquake has a potential, a 10% chance of being a foreshock before something much larger. Here's the 5.9. And then there's the 4.3. There was no imminent reports of damage following these 2 earthquakes. The epicenter of the tremor was located 34.9 kilometers southeast of Hualien County Hall at a depth, like I said, about 6 kilometers. The intensity of the quake, which gauges the actual effects of a seismic event, measured 4 on Taiwan's 7-tier intensity, scale in parts of Taiwan. So that's it right over there. Taiwan and Hualien County is a seismically active region due to its position on the Pacific Ring of Fire and the convergence of the Philippine Sea Plate and the Eurasian Plate. Let me bring it out a little bit farther. I got some arrows drawn for the convergence. Here we got the Eurasian Plate. Yeah, and the Philippine Sea Plate, which is down over here. This tectonic setting makes the area prone to frequent and sometimes devastating earthquakes, with at least 36 active geological faults running beneath the island. Many of them running right underneath Hualien City. Yeah, those poor people. The most significant recent earthquake was last year on April 3rd of 2024. It occurred at 7:58, I believe, a.m. local time. And that was a magnitude 7.2, which is right there. There was at least 19 deaths and over 1,100 people injured. Most of the fatalities occurred at their national park due to rock falls. 10 hikers were killed. One notable death involved a woman who re-entered a collapsed building there in Hualien City to save her cat. Over 848 structures were damaged, and that was across areas of Hualien, Taipei, New Taipei, and Darwin. The Uranus building, a 10-story structure in Taiwan, partially collapsed and leaned at 45-degree angle. There was also landslides and rock slides that blocked road, including highway disruptions. Over 600 people were stranded, including 50 hotel workers in the national park. Power outages affected 87,000 people, or actually households and businesses, and water supplies disrupted thousands. There was over 1,400 aftershocks, including a magnitude 6.4 event 13 minutes later, and two 6.1s on April 22nd. They gave it a maximum intensity level of 6. And their, like I said, their intensity level goes up to 7. A warning was issued. There was a small tsunami of 0.5 meters in Changong. And here you can see one of the aftershocks over here. So 0.5 meters is about 1 foot 7 inches. And then in Okinawa, Japan, they had a tsunami of 0.3 meters, which is about 1 foot. Tourism losses was estimated to be about $166 million. And then there was, about $8 million in damage. And that was just in agricultural. So I don't know about the buildings, but I do know that the national park there had $1 billion worth of damage. Taiwan's early warning system for the city of Hualien was less effective because of, the close proximity of the earthquake. And you may remember the rescue operations to evacuate the 64 quarry workers and others from tunnels and trails. It was just very devastating. Yep, so earthquakes are increasing. Yep, around the world, you need to be prepared. Japan, Taiwan, they build their structures, to be earthquake more resistant than probably what we do here in the United States and other parts of the world. But everyone should do their own part, and they actually have drills. Talk about preparation because they have such devastating earthquakes. Over there. It's just a matter of time to have one where you're probably living at. So what are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, please thumbs up my videos, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.